KXAN Chief Meteorologist Nick Bannin, who's smiling because a cool day is on the horizon.
Yeah, and it's what we've needed 2 days ago, triple digits. And now we've got a nice cool start to your morning tomorrow. How about that for a 180? What's happening now is the cold front that moved through yesterday, now well to the south of us. And in its wake, we've had a northerly breeze today that hour by hour has taken away the high humidity, where we had dew points in the 60s and 70s yesterday. Now they're in the 50s to the north of us, way to the north, dew points in the 40s. But 50s is dry enough air to allow our nighttime temperatures to drop. We're still at 82 now, which is not cold yet, but we'll be in the 70s, I think, by the 10 o'clock hour. And you can see what happens overnight into tomorrow morning. These numbers tumble. Mid-60s to start your morning in Austin, upper 50s in the hill country. I think that's going to be fairly widespread, those hill country 50s. Outside of Austin, we'll have a lot of low 60s mixed in with the mid 60s tomorrow morning. And this isn't even our coldest morning of the week ahead. By midday, by the way, tomorrow, mid 80s, then we go into the afternoon, low 90s. And then as we go into your Friday night and Saturday morning, this should be the coldest morning of the week ahead. Low 60s in Austin, which means even more of us get into the 50s. Even some of the suburbs of Austin could get there too before the numbers climb in a hurry as we head through your Saturday back in the 90s in the afternoon. So next several nights, all cooler than the normal, which is 67. Saturday morning being the coolest morning, and then we'll start seeing our morning low temperatures climb. We'll go with a high of 91 tomorrow, full sunshine and northerly breeze. Mostly sunny both days of the weekend, 92 both Saturday and Sunday. And from a humidity perspective, the drier air that's moved in now is basically going to stay here. Saturday, Sunday, then maybe a couple of spikes briefly into that muggy territory where the dew points are in the 60s, but oh so barely. The afternoon drier air mixes down from higher in the sky and should make for reasonably comfortable air, as comfortable as low 90s feels anyway. But every single night of the next 7 will be in the 60s every single day, highs in the 90s, a lot of sun. What about beyond the 7-day forecast, the 8 to 14-day rainfall outlook? That's October 3rd through the 9th. That takes us through the first weekend of ACL. Looks drier than normal, leaning that way, and warmer than normal too. We're also keeping our eye on the Atlantic. Tropical storm Umberto expected to become a major Category 3 hurricane this weekend before trying to make a right-hand turn. Problem is, there's another storm likely to develop. That would be called Imelda. This one could develop and then move closer to the U.S. eastern seaboard. In fact, our computer models suggest it may be developing and heading into the Carolinas, as it may also be impacted somewhat by Umberto. We'll keep an eye on all of this.